Tuesday night, 10:18 p.m. Have you hugged your loved ones? Have you reached out to anybody and told them you love them? Whether you did, whether you didn't, I don't give a shit, but your loved ones do. And here's the other thing is usually I schedule a stream, which just means I push a button that says start in 15 minutes. And I don't know why I do that. Like, I don't think it comes up on anybody's radar. It's just this fucking deadline that I put on myself, and I'm just done with it. So tonight, I just decided go live, push the button, no scheduling, no horse shit, none of that shit. And just to let you know that I'm here, I'm fucking here. We are about to get into all the things. And the other thing, like, I gave myself a fucking haircut today, and I'm not super happy with it. So at some point in the evening, we may be putting on a hat or two just because I fucked up my haircut. And that's what happens when you cut your own hair. But if you are a nerd, buy yourself a pair of fucking clippers. Stop going to a barber, a salon. I don't give a fuck. There is this simple, easy way to cut your own hair, which I'm going to share with you later in the stream. But buy a set of nice clippers, not the cheap shit, like the barber shit, the professional version of clippers. Buy that today, order it on Amazon, make that part of your pack that you will carry into life future forward. It will save you literally thousands of dollars that you can then waste on NFTs like I have done. We are going to get into all the shit as it comes out. If you guys are tuning in, I appreciate it. My advice is go grab a cold beverage, something that you like to spark up, and tune in because we are about to kick shit off. Thank you for tuning in. We are going to kick it off momentarily, just like that. Woo-hoo!
Lucky to be in the side bus, when it got the night. Lucky to be in the side bus, when it got the night. Lucky to be in the side bus, in the side. Lucky to be in the side bus, in the side.
Yo, check it, I'm catching that wave. Focus the name, got the game on the stage. Focus on time, watch me light up the night. Digital dreams, yeah, we taking flight. This ain't just art, it's a hustle.
Bucahedrons on Bitcoin, it may be silly, but it may be magic.
Watch how I groove. We in the cloud, it's a virtual space. Focus the future, setting the pace. With every drop, we rewrite the rules. The step back, we are kings, no fools.
Lucky to be in the side bus, when it ride bus, yeah. Like nobody else other than us in the side bus, in this ride bus.
Yo, check it, I'm stacking these blocks. Focus and them is taking over the clock. Superhedron shining, they got that glow. In the crypto hustle, we steal the show. Digital walk, yeah, we making it real. Every NFT drop, it's a part of the deal. Bitcoin thing, watch it rise like the sun. Focus the movement, and we ain't done. Virtual currency, we strong, our style. For the issues on display, come and stay for a while. This ain't just money, it's a cultural shift. Get on our level, come and take a lift.
We're going to play one more song. And if you are tuning in, give a like, give a share. Like, that's what people do. I never ask for this shit because I don't give a shit. I'm not going to read your comments. I'm not going to do any of that horse shit. But we are about to kick off a really interesting night. So share this shit. Let people know that you are getting into trouble. And this is how we do it. Holy shit. get a final Bosu while you can, or go buy some merch. That would be really smart because I make $1 off of every piece of merch that you buy, and I could use $1 because the market is absolutely collapsing. All right, while this song is winding down, we are just trying to figure out some strategy for the evening. And this is a very unusual thing for me. Usually the comments, I don't read them, I don't check in them on. I don't give a shit. But I ask people to comment all the time. I'm not going to read them, but they still comment, and I kind of read them. But this is fucking interesting. So I'm a huge super proponent of Abstract Chain and what they're doing. And currently, I think I'm streaming on X, Abstract, maybe YouTube or Twitch. I don't know. But because I want to give love to Abstract Chain, one of the things that I noticed is the other day I decided to do a stream to play a game. And the game is addictive. It is on Abstract Chain, and it is called Death Fun. And I think I went live with the stream. I'm going to play some Death Fun, and I played it offline and had a blast. And people said, why did you not play Death Fun on stream? So before we get into anything, we're going to do this. We are going to Death Fun. And as you can see, my most recent interaction was a death tile. Death.fun. This game is fucking fun. And it sucks. It's fun. It's like a roulette wheel. So before we get into it, if I hit reshuffle tiles, so we went from the bottom tier, a 1.42x is the bottom tier. A 1.13x is the bottom tier. A 1.2x, a 1.1x, a 1.4x. Okay, so you have some variations to start your climb to the madness. And in short, there are tiles. You need to select a tile. If you select a tile that a skull is underneath, you lose. Every tile you select, you get a leveraged play to move forward. You can cash out at any moment. You can do 7 wins and cash out and be super happy. But if you're a gambling idiot, you will not do that. You will never cash out. You will go until you hit the death tile. So we are going to wager 0.01 Ethereum and see what happens. And just like that, it begins. So I just wasted 0.1 Ethereum. And I'm starting with a 1.9x if I win. I have 2 choices. A or B? Should I choose the right or the left? Now, this is what is also interesting, which I do not like. I feel like Death Fund has an AI agent. If your fucking hotel for your booking reservation has an AI agent, trust me, Death Fund has an AI agent. Now, my question is this: does Death Fund know that I like to hang to the right of the ecosystem? I found some love. I cashed out. I fucking won. Does it remember me? Yes, because I'm signing in with my fucking wallet. So it remembers every single point I have clicked throughout the gaming experience. Does that give Death.Fun an advantage that we don't see in the casinos and that, in essence, is not calculable? That's an interesting rub future forward. So the casino, you bet on roulette. The odds never, ever change. Every bettor has the same odds. Death.Fun, if they know your track record, do they have insight into what you might choose as your first tile? And the answer is yes. So I am forced to do, fuck, I picked high leverage to start. So I'm either going to lose zero point 0.01 Ethereum on the first go, or I'm going to be opened up into the next thing. Let's see what happens. And I don't like to think about this shit because Death.Fun is thinking about it so much faster than me. So sometimes, like, I just run through. Do we cash out? Do we just pick a spot and cash out? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we lose $20 right away. Yes, yes. I lost $20 instantly. I fucking hate this. I'm super upset. What a great way to start the stream. We're going to go again. High stakes. Oh my God. So, fuck. I love this. I hate this. I'm going to go far left. I never pick far left. It knows that. Okay. So, do I cash out and just recoup the losses from my last play? No, absolutely. So, Death.Fun went right in the middle. It knows that I have this inclination to the right. Trust me. Like, I've fucking already lost and won a bunch of money on this shit. Which way do you go? Exactly. My inclination is to the right. This is what I want to pick, but I'm going to do that. Boom. We are up to 2.49x. I want to go far left because we see this lean here. I think it wants to go far left. It knows I'm going to go far left. It thinks I'm going to pick right. I'm going in the middle. Boom. Okay. We are up to 2.9x. Now the playing field is huge. This is where the AI interaction really gets interesting. Should I phone in a friend, meaning ChatGPT, and say, what is my probability play? It will tell me, and I'm going to go far. Okay, so it blocked the middle. It knows I like far right. Does it know I'm going to go far right here? The answer is yes, so I'm going here. Oh, fuck nut! The ticker is fucknut. That is the new token. We are going to go again. Last time. Oh my God. Right. Oh, shit ass. We're going again. I fucking hate this game. It knows that I love the right. I'm going to stay right. Oh my God. I am literally furious right now. Why am I furious? Because I think it just took all my money. No, it didn't. Let's see. We don't want support. We just need to fucking restart this shit because I'm a gambling idiot. Please help me. What is happening? I can't do anything. Stats, referrals. Okay. I just lost money. Oh my God. How much money did I lose? It was fun. Not fun. How much fun was that? Let's see how much fun I had. Give me half a second. I'm going to go check in on the old digital wallet and see how much fun I actually had. Oh, I had $100 worth of fun just then. Woo-hoo. And you guys watched me have $100 worth of fun. Was that fun? It was not fun for me. No, it was not fun for me. All right. So we're going to get into the news. We fucking know the crypto market's red. I gave myself an absolutely horrendous haircut. Do I wear, like, I don't know. I had a couple ideas in mind. Like maybe, I don't know. It seems like I'm going to be wearing a hat for a moment. How did I just lose $100 having fun? And that, like, trust me, granted, it's nothing in the grand scheme of things. But the other day, I won $350 and I didn't even know it. Like I ran to like number 11 and it was my second time playing. No, I had done, they give you these fake plays that you can do just to see what happens. And I think in the fake plays, they let you run it up to think you have some juice. I had juice. The first time I put money in, I put in 0.01 Ethereum and left with $330. And I was like, I am a Giga Chad. You should take investment advice from this fucking brain because I am delivering alpha repeatedly all the time. And we just saw that is absolutely not true. That is why I stick to doing comedy and creating art because I am not a good trader. I'm horrendous. Horrendous. And I needed that $100. So that's gone. So we will not be doing that gambling game anymore. That's probably the last time possibly. You know what I wanted? Streamers. I wanted to fucking throw the dice down and win. That did not happen. What the fuck are you going to do? Holy shit. We know the fucking crypto market is absolutely in noise level. What does that mean to you and I? It means that, I mean, two things. One, like I want to report on the news. I want to let you guys know what's going on. You guys know what's going on. I have perspectives on this shit, but I think the underlying thing that I'm thinking about is we have a fucked up roadshow that's getting ready to become front and center in news. It's going to take the bandwidth of everything. Whether they call it World War III, whatever the fuck they decide it is going to require attention span. That attention span is key to crypto, all these narratives that we're working on in this space. The question to me is, And let me know in the comments. I'm not going to read them. But the question, and I might read some of them and respond tomorrow live with them, but let's think about this, right? Like, let's look at this as market participants. We know shit's about to get crazy. What is the move? What is the alpha? Is it shorting shit? I don't know. Shit may pump. Maybe shit's decoupled from the traditional market. We don't know yet. Is it dropping your meme coin bags and stabling up for 20 days and waiting for shit to drop even more, then just jumping back into all your conviction plays? I don't know. Is there a play for the scenario that we're looking at? A weird sideline analogy would be this, is that in the meme coin space, when meme coins began to like float adrift from Ethereum and become their own world, and when Pump.Fun got into the mix, there was a change of rhetoric, of ideas, there was a change in what people perceived as okay behavior. And whether the line dropped or whatever it was, it shifted. So if it was not okay to promote a meme coin on one day, future forward to today, it's not only okay to promote a meme coin, but you can launch your own meme coin, whether it's for a company or a social cause or your own likeness, and it's all okay. So the pendulum has shifted so fucking far. The scammers of yesterday were pioneers of today. The true scammers of yesterday were true scammers. Sahil comes to mind first and foremost. All of these other people that are checking out the protocol, pushing the line, seeing where resistance is, checking shit out, seeing, is this viable? Does this make sense? 3 years ago, they were scammers. Today, they're innovators. So just with all the fucking hate and shit on the timeline, just keep your fucking opinions to yourself for a minute and see what pans out. Sometimes just being silent and watching is the best ammunition, especially in a space that moves as fast as the fucking crypto space. Nothing moves faster than this space, which is one of the reasons that it makes me so happy. And we're going to start getting into shit. Years ago, I used to start off the podcast with on this day in history, and it used to pertain to what is happening in tech history, because we were in this revolution where crypto and blockchain and metaverse, all this shit was starting to ring bells and light up the LED lights of joy and evolution. And it kind of went quiet. It goes quiet when crypto goes down, when the narrative gets lost, and this is crazy. I was reading an article the other day about the rise and fall of crypto prices. And every single time crypto has about to hit this peak of euphoria and just take off, some sort of world order malfunction comes in and steals the narrative. And it's I mean, that's the TLDR. And if you go back and look, there have been some interesting conflicts that have arisen right around the time of peak Bitcoin price. I don't know what the correlation is, but as just a human and somebody who watches this shit, if I see it as a human. There's this weird correlation developing. I'm not a computer. I'm not AI. I can't put my finger on it. But if I see it, somebody fucking else should see it. So these narratives are becoming circular and cyclical, and it's not making sense. I don't know why. I don't know the rhyme or reason to it, but shit is about to change. And when I talk about on this day in history, and as it used to pertain to tech stuff, which was awesome because we got to see this run through of where crypto relates to what's happening now. Today, what I'm bringing up for on this day in history goes way, way back to 656 AD. And at that moment in time, there was a caliphate. And this was the separation of the Sunni Shia split at 656 AD. Just let that sink in for half a sec. So when Zoomers, Boomers, Gen Zers, I don't fucking care where you're from, when you are commenting on the wars that we're seeing in 4K, do you understand that these roots go back to AD? And the answer, in short, is no, you don't. And I was listening to a fucking one of Mario's spaces that was awesome. It was like a 10-hour space. The TLDR, the best thing I heard in this was two scholars, a woman from Iran and a woman from Israel, not yelling at each other in the height of battle. And both of these individuals were in bunkers, meaning there were bombs dropping on their heads. And these two women began to talk. And yes, it started heated. They were yelling at each other, and rightly so. There's passion. There's family members lost. It's fucking the cut runs deep. We get it. But the individuals running the space were able to quell the tension to a tone that people could listen to. And all of a sudden, two opposed sides were talking to each other. And it was fucking magical. And I think X is the only place in the world that this type of conversation happens. Period. I've never experienced anything like it. Back to my point. The TLDR of these two scholars from different sides of the world, from different sides of artillery launches, from different sides of recipients of bombardments that are coming from the other country. These two women, what I took away from this was this simple question: who is brainwashed? Now, we are going to, as an American, I'm a patriot. I will support Americans no matter what. Does that mean I'm brainwashed? Probably. Now think of all these international conflicts that go back to 656 AD. Do you think that your view counts when we're talking about something that is older than any idea you've ever had? So who is brainwashed? Are the Russians brainwashed? Are the Ukrainians brainwashed? Are the Israelis brainwashed? Are the Iranians brainwashed? Is the United States brainwashed? Is the United States responsible for trying to brainwash all kinds of shit? I don't know. Future forward, the blockchain, Politify, political stuff as financial instruments on chain. These simple things are going to change the fucking world. I don't want to be brainwashed. I want to know the fucking truth. Not your truth, not my truth, the truth. What happened? Who was correct? Who was incorrect? These answers, as crazy as it sounds, these fucking answers are about to be delivered by artificial intelligence because they're the attorneys, right? When ChatGPT passed the New York State bar exam, I think in 2021, that's bigger than beating the top chess player, right? Like that is an AI understanding every single legal precedent that has ever happened and bringing up the ability for instant recall to create case defense or analysis or whatever it is. That moment in history is magical. We will get to the point where these AI agents will uncover the truth from the past without argument. Maybe we figure out who's the real God. Is it Jesus? Is it Allah? Is it God? Is it Mecca? I don't know. Is it aliens? That's fucking how crazy this shit gets. ChatGPT at some point may say, you guys are all wrong. It was all designed by aliens, and this is how it happened. And they're going to deliver this menu showing us our history book. We're going to be blown away. Like, what the fuck? Okay, now I get it. But what's also crazy is I know that there will be this group of people that say, I don't believe it. I'm going to stick in the lane that I was brought up in. And now we get into this fucking question that was the TLDR from this amazing space that I heard by Mario. Who has been brainwashed? Which side is wrong? Like down deep, which side is wrong? What is the truth? Like, that's the important shit, right? So here's an example. There was a time where I thought about joining the Marines. And I decided I did not want to do it because some of the decisions the government was making with their military, I didn't agree to. And how could I sign up to be an armed officer in a force that I didn't agree with the edge of the spear? That's right. Like, that's the rub. So while I am a patriot, an American, there was a time where I said, I can't stand to fight for this because your ideology is incorrect. And at the time when I was thinking about jumping in, it was when we were trying to figure out if there were dirty bombs in foreign countries. And in short, there was no information to say that there was, but we went in anyway. And I couldn't have done that. Right? Like, if you sign up for a force, you want to believe in what you're doing. And there's this weird thing where that decision is above your pay grade. Move forward, soldier. Yeah, like, I'm not a soldier. I think for myself. I don't know. Like, shit's about to get fucking awesome and wild. And when we're looking at these eruptions in countries that you're not from, understand that there is a history of problem solving that has not ended in a good way. And we are talking about thousands of years of not being able to solve this problem. So when you jump in with your ideas, your rhetoric, your viewpoints, keep in mind that the cut runs much deeper. And finding the respect to understand both sides, to me, from this TLDR of these two brilliant women speaking, was do your own research and figure out who has been brainwashed. Is there like an overlying story that we can't figure out because the top players from all of these institutions are feeding horse shit into your veins and you become a product of what you eat? I get it. I get it. If you're an American and you have the ability to receive free press, that's a joy. Think about some of these countries that we've talked about that do not have free press. And the only public information that they're able to listen to, digest, and decide what to do with is government-run information. It's real easy to sway people if the only information they get is from one side. And as these wars begin to happen in 4K and real time, and we have spaces where oppositions are talking to each other without guns, but on a platform where thousands are listening, I believe changes are happening and we're witnessing them. This shit is fucking, it's bigger than you guys know. It really is. All right, should we get into some horse shit? I'm doing a quick rundown. Okay, so Bitcoin slammed to 109. It spiked Monday night before Trump's Tehran evacuation just set panic back into the market. We'll double click on the numbers in a minute. This is fucking interesting. So we have Hypecoin, Hyperliquid. It reversed it big time. Like, okay, this is fuck. And this goes back to the top of the show, right? Like, this is not about news. It's not about fucking war. It's about crypto and are there plays to make moving forward? Hyperliquid just reverse hard. Why did it reverse hard? What's behind it? Is it just because ETH dropped? Is it just part of the rhetoric of what everything is happening? The question is this. When do you buy? What is the DCA moment? Or like, fuck, think about it. If it's DCA, it's not a DCA moment. It's a DCA ideology, meaning wars started. We're going to start buying Hyperliquid $200 every other day until the price starts going up again. Then we'll stop. I mean, whatever your role is, have you activated on your conviction plays? Next question, what are your conviction plays? Last night, night before that, my conviction plays currently are Bitcoin, Solana, and Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid just got tossed. Does that make people believe it's not a worthy adversary for the top contenders? I fucking hope so. Are you full porting into anything? Are you DCAing? Where's your fucking conviction? Leave word in the comments. I'm not going to read them. Altcoin bloodbath continues. This is so interesting and depressing because I had this strategy, and this is we'll get to this in a minute, but I had this strategy, ideology that altcoins, meme coins, NFTs, I had to throw it in there because I'm being honest, and I want you to trash me if you need to trash me. But some of these things I looked at as a leveraged play on the underlying asset. And when I say that out loud, I hear how absolutely ridiculous it is to have said those words in a full sentence. Let's start with Bitcoin, ordinals, runes. I don't give a fuck what your fancy is. I don't give a fuck if there's a new protocol to trade Bitcoin. Shit, because it's shit. Why is it shit? Because people that buy Bitcoin only want Bitcoin. They don't think your NFT is going to 2x. They think Bitcoin's going to 2x and your NFT is going to 0.02x, meaning go down in price. Because why would you want a picture when you can have the new gold, the new best thing on the fucking face of the earth? And it doesn't have a picture associated with it. It's just a fucking Satoshi. So the Bitcoin NFT leverage play is gone. Is there an Ethereum leverage play? Let's take Bored Apes. Are these guys going to fuck it? Is ETH miraculously going to not become blockbuster and Bored Apes are going to go to back to 100 ETH? In short, in quick, in certainty, the answer is absolutely never. Absolutely never. What if the NFT peak happened? Yeah, there's companies that are going to be able to breathe life into it, do shit. I think Final Bosu is one of the new contenders. It's three brothers. They were brothers. They broke apart as all brothers do. They came back together and they started building. What did they build? Final Bosu. I believe in these guys. I'm excited about it. But it's a fucking gamble. A big fucking gamble. But if you hit on a big gamble, you win big. And it takes time, and people in the crypto space do not have time. We want shit immediately. People are awesome, aren't they? You know what? I'm not happy with my haircut, so we're cowboying up for the rest of the show because I gave myself a terrible haircut. Bitcoin dominance, it's sliding. We're going to get into numbers. Crypto market cap, it dropped how much? Take a guess. 5 billion, 10, 20, $40 billion in the last 24 hours. So that's fucking insane. $40 billion just vanished in the last 24 hours. And the crypto market just shakes it off and is going to keep going. This shit, I love it. I absolutely love it. Man, some of it, like, I want to, there's so much news happening right now. And how it mixes with the crypto news is really interesting. And how it doesn't mix with the crypto news is really interesting. So I'm trying to figure out what the line is. And as you can see by my terrible haircut and my cowboy hat, I haven't figured out what the line is. I haven't. And I've been looking for it. So what are we going to do? When we are in doubt, we are going to shout it out. And we are going to check in on the numbers for the nerds. What has happened? At least stable coins are fucking stable. Okay, so like before we even double click on any of this shit, it just red. There's like So the last news that I heard, it was probably a couple hours ago, we heard that the United States and Europe were both activating warships off of whatever coast they currently reside on. They're not going home. They are going toward the engagement zone. These underlying signals that we're starting to see percolate. Well, this is fucking super interesting. One, you'll only hear about this shit on X. Turn on CNN, Fox, I don't care what your fucking handle is. They're talking about Gavin Newsom and who the fuck knows? They're not talking about World War III. They're not talking about Russia, Ukraine. They're not talking about Israel, Iran. They're not talking about any of this shit. They're talking about horse shit. On X, the live feed of stuff that is happening in Iran and Israel is breathtaking. And it is this new form of media that we are just getting ready to scratch. We haven't figured out how to, we haven't Googled what's happening. And I remember the internet before Google came out. It was a mess, similar to what we're seeing now with AI, crypto, new news information, user-generated content, all these things. We haven't Googled it to where we have a stream that makes sense. That means the UX, UI, the user experience and user interface is horrendous, and it is. Exactly like the UX and UI is horrendous for crypto. It is. The masses will not come until the UX and UI is seamless, meaning they don't even know they're here. We have not given them that canvas. We have given them a canvas that is filled with problems. That's why we haven't seen creativity in our space. It is coming. When I look at this crypto market that is down everywhere, I don't want to talk to you as a seasoned crypto nerd or an investor. Let's look at everything from the scope of, I just heard about crypto today. If I'm looking at the crypto market, I see a red market. Everything's down. Why is it red? Well, we've got geopolitical tension. I thought the crypto market decoupled from geopolitical tension. Maybe it did, maybe it hasn't. It's undecided as of this moment. If you are brand new to this space, think of this like you've never, this is how the UX UI gets better. Think of every decision you make as the person hearing it has never heard of crypto. Where did they get in? Leave word in the comments. I will read these, like maybe the first 5. But leave word in the comments. What is your number one pick to onboard somebody into crypto today, June 17th? Is it Bitcoin? Is it Ethereum? Is it Solana? Is it XRP? Is it ADA? Like is it Hyperliquid? Or do you say, I think you should just buy some USDC and begin checking out what crypto has, the wallets, what it's like to send dollar for dollar with no fees or no limits as to time or whatever. Like onboarding to USDC is actually kind of interesting. It lets people know how the ecosystem works, and it lets them know how the ecosystem works if a banker is not involved. USDC crypto trades are actually risk-free, doesn't go up or doesn't go down, and it can let people experience what a crypto wallet is and the power it possesses instantly. If you want to send $8 million USDC and you have never sent that much money in crypto, you can do it instantly. If you try to do that with a bank, you are going to run into problems. If we start to look at the problems versus the solutions crypto and the blockchain offers, the information starts to stack in our favor. People don't know that yet. Most people don't know it. Most people don't care. They never will care. It doesn't mean there isn't opportunity for us. What is your call for opportunity at this moment in time? Crypto greed and fear index is coming in at a 52. Holy shit, we have dropped into neutral from the greed zone. Just like I say, the greed zone is where we want to be. When we go to extreme greed, it means correction is coming. In converse, it means that neutral or fear means that the fucking shit's about to rip. You just need to believe and be an idiot. You decide. I'm both. Bitcoin dominance, it's in the green. ETH dominance is in the red. ETH dominance, we're kind of in that 5-year low zone. Tell me what you think about Ethereum dominance. Is it Blockbuster or is it the new Google for all financial instruments moving forward? To me, the verdict is absolutely still out. I vote no on Ethereum, yes on Solana, and I'm entertaining Hyperliquid. Bitcoin coming in at 105,530. It is up 58% year to date. The only token in the top 10 that is negative year to date is Ethereum. It's down 27% over the year, trading at 25.40. Laughable unless you hold Ethereum. Then it's cryable. BNB trading at 6.53. For the last 2 years, I have been saying BNB at 650 is the buy zone. It's my favorite zone. This is the magic number for BNB. If you believe in fairy tales, future forward ideology, and things just happening for weird reasons, BNB is something you should bet on. $650 for BNB is a buy. It's a buy, it's a buy, it's a buy. Solana, 148, only down 3% on the year. I like it. I always love Solana. Tron, we got to talk about this. I fucking hate Tron. Okay, we're done. No, let's get into this. Justin Sun supposedly has done some kind of deal with, and we talked about this last night, some of the members of the Trump family. They're going to be joining his board. Long and short is this, is my call with the Trump coin. We're going to get into it next screen or whatever. Trump coin does not live and die with Donald Trump. Trump coin is the first Trump presidential token that was ever launched in history. I believe the Trump family has more politicians coming. Period. I think that family has the opportunity to create a dynasty like the Bushes, the Clintons, the Kennedys. Who the fuck knows? The Trump talent pool has been groomed for this moment throughout history. At the end of Donald Trump's presidency, I don't think we see a Trump even run for office. I think we wait 4 years. And in that 4 years for presidency, I think we start to see the Trump senators, the politicians coming from the bottom, and they run for presidency 4 years after their father ended his presidency. At that moment in time, these new Trump politicians, they grew up on crypto and this ideology. What better way to pay honor to their patriot, their patriarch of their family, than to give the Trump coin some more utility. And it is as simple as that. I don't know if like I'm just fucking shooting shit in a barrel. But I think it's interesting fucking shit because that's how we play the meme coin game. It's a fucking gamble. Yeah, I am terrible at this, but I do see plays happen. And my only dilemma in this arena has been my inability to hodl on my beliefs because I've run out of money, because the market will stay crazier longer than I can stay solvent. And it happens to me all the time. I have a fix for that where insolvency will no longer dictate my plays in the market. And these announcements are coming. But top meme coins by market cap. We have Xenia, never heard of it. Pepe, Shiba Inu, Doge, and Trump. Okay, so last night, top meme coins by market cap. These are most visited in the last 24 hours. Last night, 4 out of the 5 I had never heard of because they've never been on the radar. One of them was up 6,000% on the 24 hours. Great for those people. All those tokens are gone now. The only token that continues to pop up on this list is the Trump coin. It's really awesome seeing Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Pepe come back into the mix because these top spots are kind of taken by the brightest candle at the moment. Are we seeing that brightest candle start to dim? And are we going back into the altcoins that make sense, the conviction plays? I know a bunch of people that actually sold their meme coin bags at the start of conflict, decided I'm going to stable. And even if it's only I'm going to stable for 5 days, whatever it is, they drop their conviction plays to stable up, to sit and watch the market with the intention of re-entering their conviction plays when the price drops. What does that mean? It means if you are a new player to this space, is there an instant arbitrage opportunity? Yes, that you can get a foot in. Yes, and it's just by watching top meme coins by market cap. It changes hourly more than you can imagine. But just getting your pulse on this may give you some ideology into what may happen moving future forward. And my comment about people stabling up to redeploy into meme coins, that's the TLDR. That's shit you're not going to see on Kramer, on the news, on anywhere. That's TLDR that I got from listening to hundreds of DMs and chats and fucking spaces. There are smart people that have done really well that just stabled up. And they're just waiting to redeploy. And when I say redeploy, like this is going to flip your wig. I know people that are waiting to redeploy, I want to say millions of dollars into things like Chill Guy. So like, does that mean Peanut, the squirrel token? Like whatever the fuck. There are some of these tokens that had giga runs that have faded off in the cluster of all the shit that's happening. Some of these will light on fire. Let me say that Pepe is one of the newest contenders that has continued to be on this. We always see Shiba Inu and Doge in there because there's so many holders from yesteryear. And if shit goes parabolic, I think they're going to do really well. Those people, their task is, can I just hold the line? Most of them can't. And at 3, 4 years, 5 years in, you're like, this is a lost cause. But those moments are when people sell and the next day it goes parabolic. So how do you, I don't know. Think about this from a brand new participant. What is your conviction play? Let me know in the comments. You know me, not going to read a single one of them. It is Bitcoin season, big time. That's all we need to say. DEX volume coming in at $20 billion in the last 24 hours. It's up 12% in the last 24 hours. That alone is fucking huge because it is June 17th, the start of summer. People are gone. Crypto's irrelevant. DEX volume, nobody's trading. Wrong. DEX volume is moving up. People are getting wise to what the fuck is happening. Do not sleep on this space. It is not done. Sleepy time is the best time to be active. And it's the most difficult time to be active because it seems like nothing's going to happen. We have the DXY. It's showing red right now. Gold showing red. I love to see gold going down. If we have the DXY down and gold down, you know what that means? It means that crypto is going to effing BUMB. That's what we love. If you guys tuned in, I so appreciate you. It is Tuesday night. We are closing it out at 11:19 p.m. Final Bosu. I think you should get into these guys. They have a collection on Abstract. They have the Legacy collection on Ethereum. It is one of my gambles where I have decided to read between the tea leaves and talk to the founders. I've talked to 2 of the 3 brothers on video calls. I love what these guys are doing. I also understand that I need to give them leverage and playing field to put on their best moves. And that means time. Can you sit when the market goes up and down? Can you sit and hodl things when war breaks out and the script changes for life? There are a couple assets in the crypto realm that you should hold no matter what. No matter what. And the idea is, can you live long enough to have those convictions pay out? And if you can't live that long, hopefully you can will those things to your relatives and let them enjoy the fruits of your labor. Because this work that everybody is putting in this space right now, it's the biggest game changer I've ever seen in my lifetime. I've watched the internet come out. I've watched cell phones come out. Right now with the blockchain, the metaverse, with AI, these 3 ingredients combined are going to deliver some sort of sauce in your burrito that you have never had. And it is going to be the best burrito bite you have ever absorbed and digested. And the shit that comes from that digestion is going to be a fruit tree in your yard. Like I don't even know what I'm talking about. What I do know is that I think the next 3-4 years with the tech just this tech crash that's happening, it's going to be the most magnificent time for human history. It really is. That sounds crazy, but this shit is magic. The next trip is we either go underwater or go to the moon or fuck into the solar system, right? Here on Earth, technology, AI, blockchain, open source, coding, all this shit, it's all in the mix right now. And AI is going to be the chef that pulls out the necessary ingredients and delivers an outstanding, delectable meal. And once we taste the meal, the trajectory will be set. Like 3, 4 years, like this shit is gonna happen so much quicker than we think. Cars no longer have steering wheels. Cars don't have steering wheels. Cars used to be the right of freedom when you turned 16. And now those rights of freedom don't need a driver. They don't need an independent idiot who just turned 16 to say, I want to drive. What gets lost when, I don't know, it was magical to turn 16 and get a driver's license. When I was a kid, it was magical to turn 18 and get to go drink, or get to turn 18 and join the military services, or future forward, turn 21 and be able to drink. These rites of passage that you longed for as a kid, that you reach and you're like, wow, this is awesome. The first one for me was driving a car. You get a license to operate a vehicle and go wherever you want. This is before maps or cell phones or any, there were maps, but there was no Google Maps. So like becoming 16, you were like, I get to go adventure for the first time as an explorer. And that's what you were back then. Now you're going to be 15 at this weird age in puberty, like where all this shit's happening. And the explorer ingredient is no longer going to be a part of your DNA because AI does it for you. Like this shit, like as I'm barking up a tree, but just think of what I'm saying. Like you're going to turn 16 and no longer be a pirate, no longer be an explorer, no longer going to be an independent. 16 is just another age now. You're not going to go to college when you're 18 because AI is going to be able to deal with your learning disabilities and handle you and deliver an education far superior than sitting in a class of 45 pupils with one proctor, because you're going to have one-on-one attention from an AI. Just like the AI is driving now and there's no steering wheel in the vehicle. This part of growing up and finding the creative spirit, the initiative to discover, explore, has it just been crushed? I don't know. I think so. It's fucking really interesting. Even fucking take the crypto space. The MFers that have been here for a minute, you know what swapping chains is and what Uniswap and SushiSwap and all these different fucking protocols to get assets from one chain to another. This UX UI that's horrendous, that's cumbersome, that takes you 30 minutes to do. And the first time you do it, you lose hundreds of dollars, but you're like, oh, I figured it out now. Let's do it again. That's what a steering wheel is in a car. No longer will people come to the crypto space and deal with a swap. It happens in your wallet. You don't need to change the bridge fees, fucking bribes, all this shit. It's just in the wallet. Just like cars will just drive. There's no steering wheel. You don't need to know how to do that. I know how to work on a car, build a car, fix the carburetor, replace anything, fabricate metal to recreate pieces. Nobody is going to know how to do these things. Nobody. And that day's coming super soon. I don't know if that was depressing or horrendous. I don't know what it is. But it's Tuesday. Fucking you guys doing it. I appreciate you. And we're going to wrap up with this. I'm going to finish this. So I have been, and this is like shh, but we're sharing it online, which is ridiculous. But I've been on site for, I don't know, like 45 days now. I have stumbled upon an absolutely amazing place. The person who brought me here has been removed from his position. I have talked to many of the community here, and we're talking like 300 people. I've talked to many of the people that run the stuff here, and we have a verbal agreement on how I can be impactful for this community moving forward. And yesterday we had a crazy discussion, and the TLDR is we have a deal. And I believe that I have a job, which I will probably announce in the next day or two. I will not announce it until I have a contract. And verbal data means nothing. If you come to a verbal agreement, it means nothing. Get your shit in writing. Get it on paper. And I am in this holding pattern where we have discussed so many things, but I've seen nothing on paper. And I'm hoping the paper trail begins tomorrow. And if it does, I'll fucking light up the airwaves and let you guys know what's going on. Because I personally have never, ever been more excited about some of the things that could be coming down the pike, some of the deliverables that I can orchestrate. And man, it's so hard to sit and wait for fucking paper. But that is my advice to all of you, right? Don't trust, verify. These individuals have kind of asked me to trust their word and continue working. I sent them a note saying no more work till we have a contract. Like we've talked about it. Show me the contract and work begins again. Don't trust, verify. So value your worth, value what you bring to the table. They will respect you for countering their offer and saying, no, I won't do it for that. I need more. I need better. I need you to honor the skill set that I bring to the table. Value yourself in every interaction that you have. And I just say that as like an old person looking back on my life, wishing I had found more value and took more stock in myself as I did everything. If you are young, believe that you have the ability to change exactly what you're setting out to do. Don't take a deal. Don't take an offer. Counter anything anybody sends you with a better offer and have them come back and talk you down. And when they try and talk you down, that gives you an opportunity to say why this is not smart. It gives you a chance to plead your case and show why you have value that they may have not noticed. And it takes patience. Like I've only learned this because I'm old as fuck, but I'm telling you guys, if you're young nerds and you're going into business ventures, especially with startups, which is what I'm doing now, a brand new startup, protect yourself, understand your value. The last note I will leave is this, is that in my negotiations over the past couple of days, I'm dealing with individuals that I consider on the top of the tier in their perspective business roles. They are the best, and they happen to be a part of this community. And one thing, it's, I don't know, like they made an offer, and sometimes when an offer comes in as a creative, you're like, wow, this is awesome. But what you have to understand is if you say, no, I want this instead, your refusal of their offer, while it's so difficult to do, it actually empowers you, and they respect you more as a business participant because you didn't take the deal, because you had a counteroffer. It lets them know that you're tuned in, involved, you are inquisitive, you want things to be different. And as a creative, sometimes we take deals that don't value our worth because we want to do the project. If I want to design if I want to install a mural on a building that's 10 stories tall and 80 feet wide, that's a huge commission. I would like, let's say I want to charge 10 grand for that. The building only wants to pay you 5 grand. As an artist, you're like, wow, that really doesn't cover my cost, but it puts my name on this giant canvas accessible to everybody, and it might be a future business card. I'll take that deal. I will do it basically for nothing, for my cost, because I think it's going to be a calling card for the future. You know what? As an artist, never, ever, ever do that. The artists that do it make it harder for all of the other real artists to actually get paid for their work. The people that believe in their work. Do not sell your fucking work for the price of materials. If you are a creative, here's just a number to throw out. If you are a creative, and let's say you're doing a sculpture, a dining room table, a piece of furniture, I don't care what the fuck it is. The price to the client is 4 times your material cost. As an artist, like as an old artist, you should understand what the scale is, right? If you're a creative, if it costs $100 in lumber, you're going to charge them $500 for the completed project. They're going to pay for the lumber and then 4x for your creative services, installation, design, whatever the fuck it is. If you're doing your art for less than that, you're being taken advantage of. And the minute they can take advantage of you, everybody will. Because you'll do it for cheap. Don't do shit for cheap. The physical creative stuff is about to become the most valuable stuff on planet Earth because nobody is going to know how to do it. Think about it. Do you know how to start a fire with 2 twigs in the forest? Can you build a bivouac? How many different knots do you know? Exactly. The ability to build a bivouac, knowing 4 different knots and being able to create fire with 2 twigs. Those things together in any crazy event could literally save your life. But people have no idea what I'm talking about. None. I can build things from concept to conclusion. All of it. Masonry, carpentry, welding, fabrication, building, labor. I've done it all. Machines are going to do everything moving forward. What if some crazy shit happens and there's like this magnetic flare and all the computers stop working for fucking 4 years? I don't know what it is. What the who do you want on your team? Right? The people who understand the physicality of things. It's a different world. I don't know. All right, you fucking nerds are fucking awesome. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to put on my new cowboy hat as we close this shit down. We will run this back tomorrow because we try and run it back every day. And fucking tomorrow, you guys, if I can make my new job announcement tomorrow, I'll be super stoked. Like super stoked. And it's going to flip your wig. And the crypto nerds, if you listen to fucking my horse shit because I'm in the crypto space, NFT space, art space, yes. I want to cross over all this shit into the brick building, the physical art space where people actually go out and experience art and are amazed and wowed and their breath is taken back by the experience that they're witnessing. I deliver huge fucking experiences like that. And it's interesting, right? Initially, I started thinking, okay, like we're going to keep doing the things that we do. I think the last one was Coachella, right? In that vein. But then I started thinking, what crypto events are coming up that might be interesting to interweave? And that was a thought, like, what crypto event can I bring this steam to? But then I thought, fuck that. What new event can we breathe life into for what is happening now? And that is what I'm getting on board with. Like, if I get my shit in paper via contract tomorrow, the next day, yeah, like I'm just gonna do a fucking short little podcast about this is where I'm working, this is who I'm working with, this is what I'm doing, this is what our deliverables are, this is our initiative, this is where we're going. And I will give you the TLDR in like 5 sentences. And it is going to flip your wig. And I am going to need help in doing this crossover. I'm going to need all kinds of people, and I will begin laying. I have a huge plan, but I can't get into any of it until I have a fucking contract. So for this particular company, I have a shit ton of value adds that I haven't given them. I've said, hey, listen, I can solve all of these problems. I'm not going to tell you how until I'm part of this organization. But I've put enough bait in the water where the fish are fucking biting. And it's like, I don't know, it's a lifetime's work that I'm about to be able to hopefully put it all into this package that honors crypto, creativity, artistry, music, passion, all these things. And it's going to, like, I don't know. I love talking about it like this because people are like, this guy's an absolute sideshow clown. This is horseshit. And I'm on wax. Just like, I'm a day or two away from signing a contract. So keep this shit on wax, because when I flip the script and when I do bring the heat and show you what I'm actually working on, you will want to be involved. And I will appreciate the people who were here at this moment in time listening to this horseshit. So it is coming. All I can say is that it is coming. That's it. You can't even say, yeah, I mean, it's just, I am working every single day toward my dream. And it involves art and crypto. And I hope it happens. And if it does, everyone's coming. That's how we do it. Thank you guys for tuning in. We had another good night. It's 11:43. We're about to wrap it up. It is almost Wednesday, but we're still in Tuesday. What do you do on Tuesday? 2 for Tuesday. I forgot the music goes out, I think, on your end. If I go to the final Bosu trailer. I like this fucking music. So we're just going to roll out. And this is the best thing ever. Okay, we are at the end of the stream. If you guys are still tuned in at this time, you are absolutely nerds and you are my people. And I love you. And I